Hi everyone, I'm Lizzy and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today we're gonna talk about the second wave of feminism. The second wave was a global feminist movement built on the first wave. And if you don't know about the first wave, well, you should watch my first video then. The first wave was about the rights to vote, and actually, it was more about the political rights and stuffs like this. But the second wave was more about the everyday life of women. Aside from the paperwork and what women were experiencing in social life at that time. So it expanded into every aspect of women's life, like social, cultural, economic, or political. Now, what triggered it? After the Second World War, women were pushed back into domestic roles like babysitting, cooking, cleaning, and house stuff. Books like Feminine Mystique by Betty Friedan shows how women were um, kept in their own households and were really trapped as a housewife. Civil rights movements in US also inspired this wave of feminism. Now, what did women fight for? I can basically divide them in five different groups. The first can be the workplace equality, like equal payment, equal job opportunities, maternity leave, and ending the job discrimination. The second one can be the reproductive rights, like access to birth certification and legal abortion. The third can be sexuality and personal freedom. Like they challenge the double standards of sexuality. They fought the marital rape and sexual harassments, and they also expanded the idea of female bodily autonomy. The fourth can be about legal equalities, like changing the rules about divorce, owning properties, and credit, and removing the laws that treated women as dependent people. And the last but not least was about the cultural and social expectations. Like they questioned the gender roles, they challenged the stereotypes that believed women were natural caregivers, or they encourage women, which I think this is the most important one, to pursue education and career for themselves. This wave started in 1960s and continued to 1980s. But even in this short period of time, they had really important achievements. They got great workplace opportunities. The legal abortion was available in many countries. The birth control was widely available. They were allowed in sports and universities, and they had the chance to get educated and shine in sports. There they were laws against the sexual harassment, and of course the growing recognition of domestic violence and marital rape. Now, who were the key thinkers? First group was the NOW organization, National Organization of Women. They were found in US, and they were liberal, formal, political women fighting for their rights. Now believe that women should have equal opportunities in the existing system. They had professional leaders like lawyers, political figures, or basically educated people. They were practical, structural, and their focus was on long term policy changes. Actually, you can think of them as the official, professional, and suit and paperwork part of feminism. On the other hand, there was Redstockings. They were also found in USA in New York City, but they were totally different. They were radical, they were revolutionary, they were anti-establishment. They argued that patriarchy is a system of male domination and you cannot fix it by just changing the laws. You have to actually challenge the whole structure of the society. They protested, they called out the male dominated institutes they had, speak out, and they even criticized the liberal feminism, including the Now organization. They believe that women's oppression is rooted in male power and it's not just about bad laws. And also, women should speak out for themselves and not hide behind the academic language, which that was what Now was doing. Their famous action is the abortion speak out, which women went out in public and talked about their illegal abortions, which was shocking and really courageous that time. Well, you can think about them as the fury, revolutionary, and street action part of feminism. Now, back to the movement itself, there were some critiques against it, like any other movement. For example, many feminists point out this issue that, as well as the first wave, it mostly concentrates on white middle class women's experience, and it doesn't really care about the race, the class, the sexuality of other women, and it's mainly about the white middle class women, which idealizes a universal women's experience that is actually just white women's experience, that it can't be true about all other women. But criticisms are not bad. Like this one, it helped lead to the third wave of feminism, which was way more intersectional. So this is all I had to say about the second wave of feminism, which is not all about the movement itself. I tried to summarize it for you. And yeah, anyway, don't forget to comment your ideas and subscribe if you want to know about the third and fourth wave and also a lot more feminist facts. Love you all. Bye.